This is Bang Bang Ray Hill. Please press the like button and subscribe. But thank you for all the subscribers you've done. It's going up really fast now. A mate of mine, Matt Legwood, not a mate, he will be a mate, you know what I mean, because we're close together on this podcast. He's going to come and see me very soon. We're going to do a podcast together, hopefully. And he was talking about debt debt collectors, and people were saying that they're bullies. Cliff Fields, and myself, and Butland, and Lenny McLean Roy Shaw, people like Matt as well. All these debt people that collect money, or people that are bullies. Well, not really, not at all, not at all. So, I mean, you get ordinary debt collectors come around your house. They come around your house with a uniform. It makes them more. Well, that makes them okay, yeah, because they're by the law. Yeah, of course. They come in, they look around you, look at in a place. You've got to pay the debt. If you don't pay the debt, we're going to come back later and take the television. We're going to take this, we're going to take that, we're going to take all your belongings, yeah? Don't even give you time to pay, really, as such, because they've already got you a few letters. Then they come and take everything out of your house. You've got nothing, mate. You've got nothing, yeah? And the money they've got for whatever they get money for, it's not enough, yeah? Then you've got to go to court. Then you've got chances of going in prison. Chances of going in prison, right? Because you haven't paid your debt. Now, that is a different sort of debt altogether. We don't do these debts. We don't enter them debts. We don't go around nicking people's televisions, nicking all their bits and pieces. We don't enter that. But if someone comes into your house and robs your house of all your jewellery and everything, and hurts one of your kids, or hurts your mum, or hurts your wife, or hurts your dad, or hurts your brother, or hurts a husband, or whoever, then people call us, yeah, to get the money back. Because these people who took a liberty, yeah, you call the police might react to it, it might do something about it, they go to the video, go to this, they ain't got a video, whatsoever, love, we can't help it. But 9 times out of 10, the people that come in your house and taking a debt, you know they are. You can't really tell the police as such, yeah? So you come and get hold of us and we go and collect the debt. We're not bullying, we're collecting the debt. We collect the debt for you, yeah? Well, okay, sometimes people need to be reprimanded in a way, yeah? But it's not we're not bullies. We're not bullies. When people, I mean, come on, it's even listen, it goes on all through the world. It goes on from the mafia, every person, every big company, yeah? Every big company in the world. Every big company in the world, yeah? They all do debt collecting. All of them. Otherwise, it wouldn't work. It would not work. Everyone, these people's names that you put up, like Cliff Fields, Ray Hill, Butland, Matt Legg, Lenny McLean, Roy Shaw, all these people you've heard about, you put them up as being bullies. They're not bullies, but it's all a big company. It's the same thing all around the world. All around the world, mafia. Mafia. You're not going to tell them they're bullies. You don't say that, oh, they're bullies and mafia, because you're too frightened to say anything. So all of a sudden you want to start running us people down, right? Because we're supposed to be the bullies. We're not bullies. I believe that these big companies that come in with all official paperwork, that they're the bullies. They're the bullies. They break more hearts than enough. The police, the same thing. They break more hearts than enough. But obviously they're doing the job. We're doing the job. We're doing some of us are in a way called you're straight, because you get paperwork to go and collect the debt. Show the paperwork to the people. The people know who you are. They know they've got to pay the debt. If not, they've got to suffer the consequences. You're not bullying. It's not a bully. You're not bullying at all. You know what I mean? So, like all these big names, all these big gangsters in England. You got the biggest gangsters are in England. You know, big companies in England. Put their names up as being bullies. Put the names up. Put the names up. Don't just put single people, because most of these single people actually they work for these big companies. They work for these big companies. Put them up. Say, well, they're bullies. They're not bullies, mate. They're not bullies. They're just doing a job to get a living. We're doing a job to get a living. We got to live. We got to survive. We get doing a job to survive. When someone gets robbed of money or someone ain't paying what they've took. If someone's took something off of you and isn't going to pay, you come to us. Because if you go to the police or go to the debt collectors, they're going to go, okay, where'd you get it from? Have you got receipt? How much you pay for it? How did you pay for it? In the end, you're the one that looks like getting put in prison because you can't tell them where it's come from. You ain't dare tell them where the money come from. So who would you go to? You go to us. So we're not bullies. Please, we're not bullies. We're proper people, mate, that go and collect a debt. You give us paperwork, we go and collect the debt. If we ain't got paperwork, we still go and collect the debt. People eventually pay you what you're owed. If someone runs away with £100,000 worth of jewellery, £1 million worth of jewellery, or whatever, £1 million worth of gold, tells us to go and collect it, of course we're going to go collect it. We get 10% of that, or maybe 20% of that. We've got to live, we've got to survive. How do you expect we're going to survive out there on the road then? We're not bullies by any, please. We're not bullies. I can't stand people saying that we're bullies. We're not bullies. Because, listen, if we was 4'10" and going in and bashing people up with clubs and hammers and axes, that's a bully. We're not. We're not 4'10". Usually most debt collectors that I work with are big, well, used to work, not now. But then, in my days, we was all like 6'4", 6'3", I was 6'1", 19, 20 stone, knock on the door, or go and see people, have a talk to them, pull them aside. Hello, mate. All right, mate. You owe X amount of money for something you took. Are you going to pay? Not listen, they ain't going to say, no, I'm not going to pay. They go, yeah, we'll pay. How long before you pay, mate? I don't know. Give me a week, yeah? Okay. I'll tell you what we're going to do, yeah? We will give you, these people that want the debt, they give us 7 days to collect the money, right? We're going to give you 4 days to collect the money, okay? Because we want more work. We don't want you to say 7 days, come back, and it's another 3 or 4 days. So we're going to give you 4 days. If you come back and say that we ain't got the money yet, but it'll be 6 days or 2 days or whatever, might give you a little bit on, but we don't know yet. We see how much money we get. That's how we work. I used to know a company in Birmingham and Manchester that go and collect money, and if that debt wasn't paid, I was told that they get nailed to the floor or nailed to the ceiling, not the ceiling, sorry, beg your pardon, to the walls or to the tree or to a tree. They get nailed by these guns, these nail guns. That's of course that's frightening. But then people always pay the debts. They always, in the end, they pay the debt, and then other people get to hear it, and they pay the debt. That's not about a bully. That's not about bullying. If someone owes you millions of pounds or thousands of pounds, he ain't going to pay you. How else you get it? Tell me how else you get that money. You find the police. Someone's coming in and took £1,000 or 2,000 or 100,000 pounds worth of stuff at my house. Okay, have you got receipts? No. I've got receipts for this though. Okay, what about the other 900 grand or whatever you got, or 90 grand or whatever you got? No receipts for these things? No. Okay, well, you've got no receipt. We can't help you. You need a receipt. It's got to be straight. Do you really want that? That isn't what it's about. That isn't what it's about. We are, or I was once, an enforcer. Enforcer is exactly the same, but that little bit different is an enforcer. So check enforcer out. I was an enforcer. When I went and get the debt, I got the debt, yeah? I didn't muck about. I got what was owed and I got it, and it doesn't matter what needs you get it and you get it. Right? Cliff Fields worked with me, mate. He didn't cause no problem. We didn't cause no problems really, because people, when they see us pull up with my mate Jimmy TIPPET, they were too frightened. They knew what was going to go on, so they give it the cash. It's the same as Matt Legg. Matt Legg goes and collects a jewellery debt. 9 times out of 10, maybe 10 times out of 10, people know who these people are. They know the consequences of it, and they pay the debt. We're not bullies, believe me. We don't come in your house or your home and nick everything. We don't come in your house and nick your televisions, this, the that, fighting the kids. We just come into other people's places and they pay the cash. We don't nick their tellies. We might take their car until they pay the debt. But we might take the car. But when we take the car, we take the logbook, we take the keys, we take how much the car comes. We also get you to sign a receipt to say that we bought the car for you. Legitimately, legit. That's what it's about. Please. Years ago, yeah, not now. I'm not involved in that debt collecting now. It's not my thing. My thing is telling people what went on in my life, and in the end of it, what happened. What happened to me, I become, I don't know, an enforcer in a way, but I also become someone that was selling things, and the police got to hear about it, and I got nicked. Big confiscation orders, and that's it. I went in prison, and I lost everything. I left my wife, my kids, my mum, my dad, my family. Yeah, I've lost everything. Yeah, I'm now just getting my family back. My son's having a baby with his wife Nat, which is I love my son. I've got another son I've just really found, Ricky. I've got another boy in America, Australia, who plays rugby for Australia. He at the minute he doesn't hold in with his dad. He's on his mum's side. She's poisoned the kids' minds. I mean, I wish he didn't. It's a long time now. It's nearly 30, 25, 30 years. Like, we just don't talk. Come on, it comes to a stage in your life where someone's got to give in, yeah, and let me see my kids. I mean, my girl's gone to America. She's absolutely beautiful. My Ruby Ray, she's really beautiful. My son's Sonny, really attractive boy. I miss him, mate. Of course I miss him. I've not seen him. You know what I mean? And Danny, my ex-wife, my ex-girlfriend, she was a film star. She was a film star, mate. I'm not joking. She was a film star, 6'1", absolutely so beautiful and unbelievable. But I would have sport it all. I would have lost all that over taking cocaine and taking crack. Another thing one day I'm going to get really into, more so that I've got into before, but more so now, yeah? So really, people like Matt Legg, right? Matt Legg, MATTLE Legg, yeah? Check his YouTube out, yeah? Check it out. Fantastic what he does. He's really, really good. Check him out. He's also made a film. Check that out too. I have said it a lot of times. The guy, I really like the guy. That's why I'm giving him as much as I can give him for you people to get into his channel. He's really good and he wants to go forward, yeah? This guy, right, also fought Joshua. Joshua, mate. He fought Joshua. I know he lost to Joshua, but he still fought him. This guy is the proper business, mate. Yeah, he talks absolutely so good. You really get into him. He talks really well. He edits it really well. Edits it really, really well. After I can't edit it, but I'm going to get someone to edit all my podcasts. I've got about 320, maybe more than that podcast. You know that, and it's all about me. It's all about what I don't really get people on my podcast and interview them, but I'm going to get my son, Ricky. I'm going to interview him about Spain and about his life as a DJ, and he was involved with lots of people that are well known. So I'm going to get him on the podcast, hoping to get Matt Legg on a podcast, and I want to just Button. I want to get him on the podcast as well. There's lots of people that I want to get on the podcast, fighters that I know, yeah. I'm definitely going to get Kevin Paddock on the podcast. I promised people that I would do that. Most of the people that I talk about, right, people that to get on podcasts are people like myself, people that done debt collecting, and the people, right, that pay the debts of these people, they don't go on the comments and say, oh, they're bullies. Because they're the bullies, because they don't want to pay the debt. They're the bullies that take something and don't want to pay the debt. They are the bullies. Because in their mind they're going, yeah, I'm never going to pay. I ain't paying. So they take it from a weaker person, they ain't going to pay the debt. So they're the bullies. But when people go on them a bit heavy in what they are, then all of a sudden they just pay the debt. They don't say, oh, they're bullies. People, there are people out there now listen to my podcast saying, what you do, you're a bully. Why? Why am I a bully? Just tell me why I'm a bully, or why I was a bully, and why they bullies, the other people that are bullies, Matt Legg, Butland, Cliff Fields, Roy Shaw, Donny, everyone, Lenny McLean, all these people. Why are they bullies? Anyway, this is Ray Bang Bang Hill. Please press the like button and subscribe. Anything you want to talk to me about, anything you want me to get to do a podcast on, talk to me about, just put it on comments. I know a lot of people, and I'll tell you I know them, I don't know them. If I do know them, I'll give you a little story about them, okay? So have a nice day, and thank you very much for listening, and thank you very much for all the subscribers you've got. So please like and please subscribe, Take care, bye. Have a nice day, bye-bye.